I'm curious, I mean, on Atlanta, this is a show, and you have said that one of the things that this show does is show what it's like to be Black in America today. Presumably, writing isn't happening right this minute, but I am curious how the current sort of political climate would be infused in the show.
I can't wait. I think it's actually great that we have a year off. Like, I think it's actually really good that we have this break because we do need to see where the world is gonna go, because it's a big part of how it influences us and how it's gonna influence Atlanta.
And do you think that will be part of the show, or are those conversations you're having?
I mean, that's a big thing that our writers do with Stephen and Stephanie and Donald and Femi. Like, they really listen. Like, what you say out with them could end up in that episode the next day and influence, you know, how it's gonna go. Because we just want to be, like, in the present and what our universe has become. When we found out that we had till September, I was like, great! That's great, because there's gonna be some shit to write about. So I was like, so let's see where that goes. I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, for us to be up here for comedy in this era, like, it's better when we don't fucking apologize for it. Like, because at the end of the day, somebody out there is gonna relate to what I say, and this shit is funny. You know where the word manage come from?
Manus, Latin for hand.
Probably, but I'm gonna say no for the purpose of my argument. Manage come from the word man, and that ain't really your lane.
My lane?
Yeah, man, I need Malcolm. You too Martin. You know what they did to him? They killed him.
Didn't they kill Malcolm too?
Well, no, they say that, but ain't nobody seen the body since the funeral.
That's how funerals work. Alfred, you already Malcolm, okay? You have that already. What you really need is a silent wild card. Somebody who's about the money, the opportunity, who can play both sides if needed.
We talked to actresses recently who talked about the sort of fear of being unlikable, of taking on a character who is unlikable. Is that something you guys...
Well, because people already have their notions about what they think you're gonna be anyway. Like, you know, like the truest gift is when you take that person and you show their humanity. You know what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, they got out of bed too. Something got them there. Like, they didn't wake up and were like, I'm at all. Like, you cannot, when you're playing, you cannot judge him at all. Like, Alfred is a petty piece of shit. He is such a petty person. But I was like, but at the end of the day, I was like, yeah, I get that. Like, I totally get that for you, man. I totally understand how you want to slap people all the time for the things that they say, and you want to pull a gun on somebody. Like, I get that. So, yeah, I love it. It's the juiciest thing.
One of my favorite moments in Atlanta was that I thought was so pointed and so funny was there's a shooting, a cop shoots a Black person, and then everybody's like, is just going about their day like it's completely normal, which is like so, it's such a strong statement without really saying it directly, you know, which is what can be hard with comedy.
That day was really funny because I went to college in Atlanta, so I know that city. And I remember telling them when we first got together, I go to production office, because I had to drive around to set. And I was like, so who's got me when I get pulled over? Because I'm gonna get profiled. I was like, everybody, I just want you guys to know, I'm gonna get profiled, so who's got me? And they were like, Brian, it's gonna be fine. And that day, that very day, episode 10, I'm driving 8 a.m. in the morning through Bankhead, which is a little sketchy area of Atlanta, sure. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm lost. And I'm driving a Hyundai Sonata. Like a Hyundai Sonata. I'm not driving anything flashy, man. I'm like, I got a Sonata, I'm cruising, and I got lost, and I remember calling the AD and was like, hey, I actually don't know where I'm going. The GPS is completely screwed up. I was like, hold up. The cops are behind me. I was like, the cops are behind me. I was like, just stay on the phone with me. And for 10 minutes, this car followed me for 10 minutes. And when I finally got pulled over, and I'm like, the music I'm listening to is so random. I think it was like listening to like Meghan Trainor or something. Like, I was jamming, man. And he comes up and he's like,
you admitted to that, it's
and
good.
He's like, okay, hands on the wheel. And I was like, okay, okay. And he was like, where are you going? I was like, oh my God, thank you. I was like, I'm so lost, man. I'm doing this show right now. I was like, I need to find base camp. And he was like, okay, do you have any weapons in the car? And I was like, at 8 in the morning? I was like, at 8 o'clock in the morning? No, I don't have any weapons. And so either way, he didn't want anything. He just gave me my license back, and like, and at the end I was like, but sir, where am I going? I was like, can you please help me? Where am I going? He never gave me any help.
Hi, I'm Ted Danson.
Hey, I'm William H. Macy.
What's up?
Hey, I'm Anthony Anderson.
I'm Kamal Nanjiani.
Thanks for watching.
And find me on my YouTube channel. I don't have one, but I'm gonna get one after this now. It'll be under my name because I'm the only Anthony Anderson. Should be the only Anthony Anderson on YouTube. So, okay, just look for me.